All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining the live session as usual. Good morning, Felix, and the rest that are coming on. So, as usual, you know how we do this. Of course, we start off with a prayer and then head over to our daily routine. So now, let's pray. Father, we thank you for the beautiful morning. Thank you that we are still alive. Thank you that you've given us an opportunity to still come and be part of the market where we can be able to grab money, make money as we trade all these assets that are before us. We say thank you so much as we generate these signals today and as we capitalize on them to even increase on our profitability. We say thank you so much. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Right. So crash 500. Let's start off with crash 500. So I still believe that you guys are in big monies. As you guys can see, crash, whatever we said yesterday, it is still in big money. Those who remember the analysis, in fact, all my buy limits that were on this level, I closed them in big money. Those who remember, this was the analysis right there. It touched once, it touched right here on this very, that was a daily trend line, I believe. So that was it. So now the trade that we are aiming at currently, of course, I still have my two positions still in. This is the level right there. That's where we are looking at the price reaching. Why? Because of this very move. And why? Because, like I told you yesterday, this is a flag. Those who have learned about flags, you know what we're talking about right here. So that's what we'll be looking at before we can still come in with the sell later on. So that's how I'll be looking at this trade. So fingers crossed, we keep looking at it. And if anything changes, then if anything in the structure changes, then that means the analysis also changes. You don't have to be rigid with your one setup, thinking that the market follows what you say. You follow the market. The market doesn't follow what you put there. So this is just a plan, an anticipation, but anything can change, and you know, market doesn't have to respect whatever you project before. So all I'm saying is now we are on for this very move, right about here, from all the way down below here to there. I have deleted my trend line. What? This is a mess now. Deleted my trend line there. It's a weekly trend line. Deleted it about there. It's EH. Yeah, it's about there. It's about around that level. So that's the thing, and you clearly see that the buy, ever since we started it right about there, we are moving seamlessly. And yesterday's, let me show you yesterday's. We can delete all these now. They are not needed. This can also be deleted. Let me understand this. Yeah, that was a support. It can be deleted now. This can be deleted too. And now this move has already been anticipated. We've already seen it come to life. So all now we can do is now wait for this very move. Wait for this very move. So that's what we'll be looking for. That's what we'll be waiting for. So now yesterday's trades were like that. This was yesterday. Yesterday we still had some sales. Yeah, took profits all the way around this level, and then the buy limits that we are on. Of course, they were around that area here. Closed them around this area. Some of them around that area, and these two, they are remaining. They are in big profits currently. And of course, like I told you that I will make more entries once price reaches this level. So I made more entries here and took my profits around that area. So I didn't want to leave some running trades, multiple running trades overnight. So I closed all the multiple trades that were running around that area and left those two that were still in floating losses. So these are the two current positions that are now in the profits. So today, until you see a pullback, probably this level here, then it's a no-go for you to make an entry unless you see a pullback. Back here, you have two levels. You have two possible levels, but most of the times market reacts to the first one, this last one right here. Since when it made this low, it never came down below here, then there is a possibility of it only reacting to that and not coming all the way back here. So now we wait for whatever comes in today's market. So that is crash 500 for us right there. So the anticipation will be this. Let me draw for you anticipation, and then of course that that would be the anticipation. But most of the times you always want to first see, for an anticipation like this, you always want to first see a break of structure, just about there, price breaking that structure. Yeah, that's how you want to confirm this will move down below here. So for now it hasn't broken structure, so you could just wait and see what will come to light. Boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. Hope my sound is very clear and loud. Good morning, Levi. How are you? Alright, so boom 1,000. We made money. Those who remember, yesterday we made money on the sell down below. So let me first clear all this. This is not needed right about now. Yeah, all this, all that. The reason why I saw there, yes. Now delete that. Delete. This move, those who remember this very move, when we were trading around this area, you remember I told you that once you see a breakout, then it will be coming all the way there. Why? Because of this very move right there. This was this was like that. It was like a consolidation of kind within what? Within yeah, it was like that. So this very move where it started from right here, yeah, you can see that it was perfect on. That's why I had left it there. So all this we've already seen it, so we don't need it anymore. Now we have an H4 double top. We have an H4 double top right about there. You guys know this. So you can choose to enter right here, or you can choose to wait. The choice is this that you're seeing here is going to be a pullback on the daily time frame. It's just going to be a pullback on the daily time frame. Why? Let's look at where it will be coming back to. It has failed to give us a new high, meaning that level there is a strong support resistance level, meaning a pullback may come all the way back to this OB, the last one is this now. Or may come all the way back there, but we could look for a better one. Going to H4 may come all the way back here. That is on H4. That is on H4. Come all the way back here. That pullback, which is according to daily, and of course then H4 will be oversold, and that's how daily will start now to come in strongly with the buys that we want right about here. Yeah, so you could wait for something of sort. That is in the wrong run. So you guys, that's what I see. But as of now, let's look at today's market. What do we do with it? We are selling already. Yesterday, let's first look at yesterday's history. Sales there. Of course, I had some losses right here. That very loss when it failed to do a pullback just about here to give us a what? To give us a boost to continue buying it later on. So it continued buying and even broke out there, gave us a fake breakout there, and later on started to sell, then reacted back to that to give us a double top on H4, which we are now going to capitalize on. So there are some sales of mine that are in already. I'm already in some sales, and this one here is in floating losses, but by the end of the day it's going to be in profits also if we don't see some consolidation happening. But as of now, all things now confirm sales. Why am I saying sales? H4 is overbought. That is number one. It's overbought. Number two, I have a double top right there, confirmed one. Number three, I had a fake breakout out of that rising wedge. Number four, H1 is also, you may say double top, but this is way weird for it to be a double top. So you may say you may go with the moving average, having seen that H4 is double top, but on H1 confirmation is on the moving average, price being below the moving average there, my 10 MA right there. So those are around 5 confluences showing me that I need to sell. Number 5 is CCI on H1, also showing me that kind of M formation, of course, if you want to call it that, but of course it had touched right about there, the 90% CCI, meaning oversold, overbought. Now that's why we see a sell. This here was a retracement back there, and it didn't leave a new higher high, meaning there's not going to be any new high soon. So what we can do is wait for the change of character on this very level, which is our previous higher low. Once we have the breakout, that means we have a change of character, and sales will begin like heavily, or will be perfectly confirmed on H4 and on H1. Currently, the change of character, call it whichever you want, meaning it will be coming here to give you a current lower low, or yeah, it will be now a lower low, not a lower high. No, I mean not a higher low. This will be now a lower low, because we'll be changing the trend, and then anticipation for this to create a new lower high, and then entry there, right about there, and coming strongly with your sales. That is an entry you can wait for. If you are patient enough, you will grab this, but if you're not, then you may make some losses. But like I told you, those who are patient always gain a lot better than the ones who rush into markets. That is Boom 1000. Now, I've talked a lot on Boom 1000. Let's now head over to Boom 500. God. Just take some minute. Right. Boom 500. Okay, we are still selling. This is what we are looking for. Oh wow. Wait a minute. Yes. But anyways, this is on H1. We missed this entry. Yesterday we are selling, and I didn't have a way to make an entry to sell. Those who remember, I wanted this very move to give me a pullback, just some kind of pullback, so that I can enter this kind of sell. But it never happened, so I can delete it now. Even this can remain. This can remain, this can go, that delete. Alright, so that was a break of structure. Now this is the pullback that we are going to capitalize on right here. But then we missed this trade on H1. Why do I say we missed it? That was a clear double bottom. And the retest is always not much on such levels. The retest is always not much. It's just like that one candle. But we could have actually grabbed it heavily on M15. Yeah. Change of character right here. Change of character right there. And then a pullback to come and mitigate the liquidity on this very fair value gap. The imbalance right about there, and clearly you see after touching it, it didn't look back, and clearly on M15 now, as you can see, we are overbought, meaning sales are coming in, and the retracement on the one that we wanted when we saw the break of structure right here is now the one we are going to capitalize on. According to M15, we are about to start the sales. So let's now wait. Let's wait. H1 though, we may not wait for H1. H4 is overbought, oversold. H1 is oversold. Daily is oversold. This is weird. Wait a minute. Don't tell me that we are done selling. Don't tell me that I'm selling just a bit. H4. So if this is the case, that means let's remove this right here, put it about here. This is what I was looking for in the first place. But then price seems to be telling me something different. Seems to be suggesting something of sort. Seems to be suggesting something of sort. Yeah. I don't want to be held up. Just about there. Yeah. Price seems to be suggesting. Price seems to be suggesting that we are now starting buys according to daily, according to H4, according to H1, in which we already see the buys coming. Alright, according to M15, that retracement is happening, but now this retracement is going to be according to H4, and this will just be like confirming to come and show us failure, failure of creation of a new lower low right about there, and then we come in with ourselves. That will be in anticipation, just about there. Coming with the buys, coming with the buys. So what I see right about now is that sell. We can take it, we can wait for the buys, but it's not something we can just overlook. This is something I can actually even wait for on M5 and be able to take it right on. So I will wait for that right about there. So this is going to be, let me wait for it on M15. If it happens on M15, the better. If it doesn't, then I may not make an entry. But as of now, all I've seen right about now is buys coming in stronger, but only and only once we see a retracement about here, which will be the retracement on H4. That is only and only how we will be able to enter these buys. So for now, it's a no-go, but before we finish today's session, we may have our entries for the cells just there. All right, V25, V25S, Vol 25. So Vol 25 one is this is weird. What this was yesterday. Sell there, a loss there. It's chart clear. Remove that. We needed price to reach there. It hasn't reached. So we are still, this move is still on. Just a minute. This delete all these. This is still on. That delete. This right here after touching there, we were supposed to see that. Then later on, coming with that H4. Let's look at H4. Then H4 says buys. These buys may even continue up there according to H4. Let's go to daily. Daily we are selling. That's why I'm looking for that later on. There. But then how are we going to start selling when H4 we are still buying? Momentum is still refusing to allow sells. This is only going to be short retracement. This is a strong support there. So the sales will only and only be confirmed when we see a breakout. When we see a breakout, this is a strong support level. It's a strong support level. This is a strong support level right about there, and then come in with the sales. Come in with the sales just about there. So for now, daily, H4, the buys are still suggesting they are on, but now I see something interesting. This is something interesting that I want to understand properly. This first goes there, moves out of the way. That becomes a pennant. That there becomes a pennant. But then, like I've always told you, that most of the times market knows how to give you a fake breakout, which will be that breakout. Then later on comes again with the sales, just like we were looking for here. But it is not always a must. Sometimes it will give you a fake breakout, sometimes it will not. So the anticipation here that I would focus on is simple. Wait for this move. This very move right about there to come around there. That is the move I'll be looking for. Clearly, that is a move. Once I see a breakout and a perfect retest on H4, there will not be any waiting left. I'll just be entering my sales. So that here currently, you can say you can choose to trade within the range right about there. In fact, yeah, I'll do that. Though this is quite weird. This is quite weird. It's quite weird. It's quite weird. Looking for an average. I'm looking for an average there for this very low. I would do that. Let me maintain this one that I had here. Let me maintain that one that I had there and just wait for what comes around. So that's what I'll be waiting for. On this is what? This is a V25 1S. So it's a no-go. You can trade it within the range there if you want to. Yeah, there's always possibilities of trading it within the range like that. And then wait as you wait for the bigger, or for the swing trade. All right. Excuse me. Let me leave this on H4. So this, I'm not going to trade it at all for today. No more. I'm not trading it the way it is. It is still consolidating within that range. V75. It's a no-go for me there. I'm not trading V25-1S today. V75, let's look at this. This has also been a crazy one. It's not decisive. It's not giving us energy to trade it. But we may see some good trades today. Let's look at that. This is on 115. Those who remember, I told you that don't be surprised how you can only enter this if you see a breakout. Yeah, and clearly this is a breakout right here on M15, and this is now consolidating and becoming like a retest. So I want to confirm to you that that is a retest on H1 and H4. Clearly that was a breakout structure right there, and that was a retest, meaning sales are still continuing. But then it touched, when it broke out, it came and touched that support level. So meaning this is just going to be a retest right about there, and then later on coming with buys, just like we want right here, just like we want right there. That's what we are looking for. This very buy move is what we are looking for. So for now, let's see, can we enter sales? Why would you want to risk to make this? But this is tricky. It's very tricky here. This is very tricky. Now there is this. Just reach this. This is very tricky. There is this move. You can say all this move brought you into this consolidation. Now, if that's the case, it means this move right here will be anticipated. So that means that sales will be bringing us right about this very trend line, and which is very point on. So without a doubt, I can make my sales right about now. Yeah, no need to wait. Why am I making this sell? M15 is oversold, overbought, right about there, and it is below my 10 MA, right about there. And it is within the rising wedge, which signifies continuation of the previous trend or reversal of the market. But right about now, it is a continuation of the previous trend. This is the previous trend, which was a sell. So we are looking at coming in with the sales. So right here, I can enter my sell without waiting. Just make my sell and put my stop loss just about there. If it comes back with a fake breakout, it will take me out. Then I will get a clear and perfect entry right there. Why? Because now I'm very sure, I may say that, not to blab, but from the analysis point of view, price is coming right there. That's why I was telling you it's a bit tricky when I saw that very pattern. So price is coming here, and I will without a doubt put my stop loss, my profits right there. That's what I'll be looking for. So the sell is still on. This, leave it alone. This, bring it right about there. That's where you'll be looking for your buy entries. I think that is it. That is it for V75-1S. I can now delete all these. Okay. Look at what I've done. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. That's the what? That's the trend line right there. That's the trend line right there. It's come in there, and then we come in with our buys later on. So I think that's it for me on V75. Yeah. Breakout. I can delete. We can delete this now. Breakout. Yeah. So that's what I'll be waiting for. You guys can't wait for a better entry. Now the better entry here will be this. This is a change of character right about their own M15. Now you wait for a pullback just about there and then make the entry. Sometimes it knows to even make a pullback and brings you back to that level, only to touch it and later on come strongly with a sell. So just wait for any sort of pullback for you to make that entry and then come in, join me with the sell. That is V75. Now V50. V50. Please, if you're new, if it is your first time to join us here, please, if you find this content helpful and you're making money with us here from the signals we're providing, go ahead and subscribe kindly if you can. And then, of course, if you can't, still do like. Don't forget to like. It helps the visibility of the channel to the whole world. So, yeah, the likes are appreciated. And, of course, the shares to your friends are also very much appreciated. And for anyone who wants to learn how I do this, how I trade, you have an opportunity for the FAME mentorship class. It is on. We are starting on Monday, so you can WhatsApp me and register for the class. All right, V50. Let's look at this V50. What were we looking at yesterday? This was yesterday. Yeah, the breakout right there. That's what we were looking for to start the sale. I mean the buy. Okay, this was a fake breakout. Those who remember, I told you this was a fake breakout, and I told you once price comes back inside there, I want you guys, those who were with me yesterday, you remember. If you missed, go back, check yesterday's analysis. I told you if price comes back inside this structure, which is a falling wedge, if you want to call it that, then we'll be looking at entering the buys. Let me see if I made my entries. I did not. I missed that. But nevertheless, this is what we're going to do today. We know that what we wanted happened. We only missed a sniper entry. But now we know that this move right here is the very move we are going to see just about there. So what do? We are coming there. That is where we are coming. So what do? Without a doubt, on H4 it still shows sells. H4 shows us sells, but is it the case on H1? Yeah, some sort of. So that means there's still some pullback needed right about there. Yeah, why? This is going to be some kind of what is it called? Heads and shoulder. Some kind of heads and shoulder right there, and then do that, and then do that. So the sale is on. But like I've always told you, you have to always wait and see if this is a confirmed heads and shoulder. So if price gets there and you see any form of selling power, you don't have to wait for anything. Just make that entry and come in with a sell. Why? Because even M15 is confirming to us that we are selling. This is a change of character there. This is a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So currently it's trying to break this previous high to come around there, but only and only for a short while, and to continue later on with a sell. So I want you to understand that. That is price action for you there. Perfect. So I will wait for this. If it happens exactly how we need it to give us a right shoulder, then we will make our sell to bring us down below here as we wait for the confirmation of the buys to come in. Now, this is always a retracement. The heads and shoulder is always like a retracement. Looking at the structure on H1, this is a structure. We reached this level, we saw change of character. Let me delete this. This may start to disturb you. First delete this, we will come to it later. So first delete this also. So this may be seen as a change of character right there on H1. Now price went and gave us a new high, came here, we tested to give us a new higher low right there, went there, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then this will be coming back to that level to retest the order block that triggered all that initiated this buy move or the uptrend. So without a doubt, price is coming back there and coming down below here. Without a doubt, I'm at 90% confident about that because of how price moves. 90% right here. So to test my strategy right here, I'm going to put my sell limit on that level and wait for this move. Alright, this is testing. I'm not saying you guys enter that. Please wait for price to reach there, and then I use market price to enter. Don't do pending orders. You may face it wrong. This is for testing purposes only. I'm testing the strategy that I have in my head right here. All right, so that is V50 for us right about there. All right, now jump 25. Jump 25. Look at that. We knew this. Okay, before I get excited, let me just give you the name. Jump 25. This is H1. We made money here yesterday. I think so. We first delete all these because they are no longer needed. Even this no longer needed. It was needed yesterday and it did us good, so we can delete it now. This also is no longer needed. We used it yesterday. So now the history, the buy there, took my profits, then came in with a sell. I didn't sell it because it was giving us that. So now early morning I entered again buys. Why? Because the retest had been finished, and exactly what we have on V50, what we are actually anticipating in V50 right here, is the same exact thing that happened on jump 25. Let me show it to you in a minute. This is taken to be as a head right about there. if I use H4, you will see it as a head, single head. If I go to H1, this will be the left and right shoulders. Left, right shoulders. Price came back where? To the order block that triggered the uptrend. So price came back there and the buys started. How did I enter? When it made that retest again right about here, and I entered my buy there. So same thing that I'm looking at doing right here. It goes there, it comes here. I say please enroll for Feb class. You'll learn much more than this profit. That is, now we are on jump 25. Me, I'm in buys. I don't know about you guys how we're going to enter. Let's look at it. We are buying M15. CCI is confirming that. H1, it signals that we are still looking for sales according to H1, so I can break even right here just to be safe. We can break even right there to be safe. I want to look at H4. H4 says I'm still looking for buys. I'm looking for buys. D1, I'm looking for sales, but I touched the trend line there, which is a support trend line. I wanted price to reach there and then come in strongly with the sales, but I had that support level, which I thought I had broken out of, but to my surprise, price came back inside. So there's still a lot going on right here, but I want to show you something interesting. This right about here. In fact, you can put it all the way there. You can either use it like that. Yeah, you can either use it like that or whichever way you want. But now, this is why it is interesting. That is, this can be seen as an ascending triangle. Right now, this move right here can be anticipated later on, which will trigger us into sales. So it is now a matter of waiting and seeing what will come to pass. We are not refuting the possibility of this buy coming to light, but of course according to H4. But daily we are selling strongly, and H1 is still showing us sales. Although we know that the sales of day of H1 will only be bringing us right about there probably. So what do? The bigger chance is still on for the buy. But like I told you, that you can't control market. Market controls you. So it can reach there, and since this is a support level and a strong one, we had a fake breakout there and price came back in. There's a possibility of it going back there and coming strongly this time with sales to break out of that this very resistance level. First there, then secondly here, and then we start to see sales, just like how we know we are looking for them on the daily time frame, and I believe even weekly. Why? Because we are overbought currently according to weekly time frame. All right, that is enough of explaining. Now I can head over to another asset. So for this one, please, it's a no-go for you. If you haven't entered yet, it's a no-go, but we know that price may not exceed this resistance level right here. All right, jump 10. Lastly, our last asset, jump 10. Now, daily, we are selling according to weekly. Um, I think we made some money. This is daily. We have falling wedge right there. And then we also have the weekly kind of support trend line there. Okay. Okay. Sales. Why am I looking for this buy here? Let me understand it. Oh, it's according to daily. Okay. It's according to daily time. And I believe the buys have started. Let's confirm that on H4. Yes, H4 is now the price is above our 10 MA. So H1 first delete these. We clear the chart. Clear the chart. Clear the chart. So now we saw that price is above our 10 MA, H1 and H4. But then there's a support, there's a resistance level right there. There's a resistance level right there. So M15 should be selling exactly just like how I hoped. M15 is selling. So do you enter sales now or you wait? Now, according to M15, there is sales anticipation. But you don't just enter sales just like that. M5 is also selling, so you wait for a confirmation of sales on M15. Sometimes it does not give it to you, just like it did here. Just like it did here. It didn't give you any confirmation to enter sales, even right about here, until it tested right about there on that very fair value gap. On this very fair value gap, that's where the sales again came in. So using the previous data that you have to analyze, you could wait for the same thing. Wait for the same thing. Same thing has been happening. You can see fair value gap, pull back to fair value gap and sell. Fair value gap, sell. This, it came back to the same level, sold up shortly because it was buying in a buy trend there and continued. So you could do the same thing here and wait for a confirmation or a pullback to a certain point of interest, either an order block or a fair value gap. So for now, this is going to be a no-go for me until I have a confirmation to sell it. We will be selling it on M15 because it's what is it's a nearest signal that we can go with. But now you need to understand that H1 is still buying strongly. So if it gains enough momentum, don't be surprised if you see a breakout right about there. Why? Because H1 and H4 we are still buying, and of course daily time frame is also buying. So the general trend is a buy. The general trend is a buy, and you don't want to be found going against the general trend according to daily H4 and H1. So you need to sell responsibly, carefully, cautiously, whichever the word you choose to use there, so that you are not risking a lot on your account. So that is jump 10. Now I think that's it for me. Let's now head over to recap and we call it a day. All right. So we started off with crash 500. Crash 500, like I told you, you wait for the pullback and then enter. Me, I'm already in buys. I can choose to close right now because this is big profits from all the way here to there. Yesterday we had made entries from all the way down below here. Close them. All these were entries that there. So it's about you, whichever you choose to do. Either wait or don't enter and wait for price to reach this other level, but you'll be missing a lot. So wait for a retracement and make your buy entry. Boom 1000, we are in profits, although with no momentum, but yeah, we are in profits. So we know that H4, this is what we anticipate. We are anticipating something like this. This is a game plan for boom 1000. So once it happens, we know that we'll be entering our small sales just about here. Just about here once that retest comes in, because it's very it's not advisable to enter from where we are currently. It's not advisable unless if you have a big account and you know that you can have a stop loss all the way up there, then you're free to enter. But if you don't, then you rather wait for the confirmation. The confirmation of sales is always once you see a change of character or once you see trend changing from buys to sells. That's how you confirm the sales. So lower low, lower high, then you enter from the lower high. You don't enter when you haven't seen a lower low. Unlike us who see the double top and try to look for a sniper entry to capitalize on the sell, because double tops signify or signal us to sell. That's the reason why we enter once we see double tops. Perfect. Boom 500. Wait a minute. What did we talk about? Boom 500. This is M5. Oh yes, I wanted that pullback to enter the sell. I missed it. Those who remember, I was looking for a pullback there on M5 to enter the sell, because I told you M15 may not give you the pullback that you need. So I missed that pullback, this very candle here, to enter my. The reason why that is always important is it gives you later on a confirmation with MA, 10 MA, so the price can be below 10 MA. Before it was above the 10 MA. Right now it is below the 10 MA, which is a better confirmation for you to make your sell entries. But now we have now to wait for this on the M15. So if it happens, the better. Then we can enter our sales peacefully, knowing that we are doing the right thing. Volatility still within here, so it's a no-go for me, I told you, until I see some of this happen. V75, V75, oh, I entered the sell, oh, we are in 14 losses, my stop loss is there, but I told you the reason why I entered the sell is because I'll be looking for capitalizing on this move right here. The only problem is I entered late, so you guys can choose to enter on that level, or you wait once you see a breakout on this previous level, or nevertheless you can still wait. There's no reason why you should rush. You can still wait for the breakout here and the retest. Then you make your sell entries. It's the better option to wait outside the structure, outside this structure, and you do that, than entering right inside this. So for now, like I told you, if it comes against me and takes my stop loss, I will wait for another opportunity and enter immediately. It is starting to sell just around that level. It may try to push and give me a fake breakout and there, so I may wait for that and then come in, because market normally does that, fakes you and then comes again with the sell that you already intended to enter. Alright, so those are options. Option 1 here, best option by the way. Option 2 is this, if it happens with a fake breakout. But then the best option, like I told you, is this. So we can now remove this, put it here. best option right there. V50, pull back there. Like I told you, I'm looking for that right shoulder, then enter with a sell. I have my sell limit there. Jump 25, my buys are on. We know that they may be short-lived because of this resistance level right here. So I can choose to put my TP just about there. Yeah. Jump 10, jump 10, it's a no-go. Like I told you, if it gets enough momentum, we may see it break this resistance level, and it's what is happening. So wait, 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 and wait. All right, I think that's it for today. I hope you guys had a great time. Yes, how are you, Judy? How are you, Patrick? And good morning, Rachel. Hope you guys had a great time. So a reminder, as usual, Feb mentorship class is on. Your friends who want to learn trading, you can extend the same to them, and really they acquire the skill to learn trading and be able to analyze like us right here. So it is on. Starting on Monday, the classes will be starting. The price and registration cost is there, $110 or 400k UGX. Today is Thursday. Okay, we don't have a BTC analysis on Friday, but we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, 10:30 to 11:30 for the synthetic index as usual. You guys know the drill. That's how we'll be back. That's why we'll be back here tomorrow, same time. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a happy trading day and a blessed day. See you guys tomorrow, same time.